What's going on? What's going on, Coach? Tariq is here. I hope all is well. Let me turn the volume up a little bit more. Yeah, what's going on, Coach Tariq here. Happy Wednesday to you as always. I'll be doing at least 5 to 6 lives every day on YouTube. I would say my goal is to make sure that I am well, one, getting better at what I'm doing, which is just talking more. Um, I do believe that communication is key and figuring out different ways for me to help an athlete out with a skill. You have drills, you have drills, you have communication, you have them filling things out more. So I guess that'll be drills as well too. So just figure out different ways how I can connect the dots with the athletes. And I'll say one of them would be just talking and making sure I can give them a different perspective on how they view themselves. And I would say that we all go through the process. I know for myself, and if you have any questions about tumbling, feel free to drop down below. I am just on here to help somebody out. That's one, and two, also working myself as well with my talking. But yeah, any questions with tumbling, drop it down below. Forward roll, backwards roll, front walkover, back walkover, stand tucks, things like that. Round face spring tucks, layouts, fulls, double fulls. Feel free to drop it down below as I am on here talking. There is no stupid question. So if you feel like your question isn't a good question, drop it down below. But yeah, I do believe that if we can understand the process more, like let's just say we're doing and I met this young athlete yesterday at the gym. She said that she feels whenever she feels uncomfortable, it is the scariest thing ever. And I would say that if you don't give yourself room for growth as an athlete, then it's gonna be very hard for you to do what you want to do as a cheerleader. Well, the tumbling side of things. So let's just say that you are uncomfortable with doing a standing back handstand because you feel like you may hit your head. Stand tuck, same thing. You feel like you're gonna do a stand tuck and you won't rotate over enough. Maybe your tuck is too low. Same thing for your running tucks, layouts, folds, and double folds. You feel like you won't get enough height or rotation. You feel like you have too much power. So I would just say, like, for myself, and I can't speak for everybody, but I do believe that I would rather be uncomfortable with being in these situations versus being in a situation where it feels I rather be uncomfortable so I know that I can grow more as an athlete versus being comfortable and not growing at all, like doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not sure what that same thing might be for you, but like if I am going back to the back handspring, if I'm doing the back handspring, right, and I'm afraid to do this back handspring because I feel like I might hurt myself. Okay, cool. Like if you don't do anything about that problem or issue, then it will remain a problem and issue, and it will eventually just keep growing more and more. Like the fear of doing that skill will keep growing, and once you can take your emotions out of the picture, like once you can understand that if you can be uncomfortable with doing more, which is working on yourself more, whatever that may be. Maybe you're not jumping enough in your back handspring. Maybe you're not maybe your handstands not strong enough. Maybe your upper body is very weak. I'm not sure, but if you don't figure out that issue and you just keep complaining about why it isn't happening, like I said before, 1 month will turn to 3 months, then 5, then 8, and so on and so on. Then it will eventually turn to a year, and that mental block will become something bigger than what it already is right now. And this is just all a part of the process. But if you can understand that the process isn't supposed to be easy. Like we all go through, we all go through this, and I do believe that if you can, I would say, just never give up on what your journey is. Like if you keep pushing yourself forward, if you keep telling yourself that there is a way to overcome these things, adversity. So it's going back to the back handspring again for the third time. Like, let's just say we throw this back handspring, right? We throw this back handspring, and whatever skill you're working on, we like I said, this is just Q&A. If you have any questions about tumbling, feel free to drop it down below. If not, I'll just continue to talk about the process. So let's say we throw this back handspring 7 or 8 times, right? And we don't land it on the 7th or 8th time. But let's say we land that standing back handspring, tuck, so on and so on the 9th or 10th time, right? In my opinion, that is still a win. That is still a win as you doing this skill by yourself. And it may not happen in your first, third, so on and so on and so on. It's going to take some time for you to fully understand what's going on. And as long as you never give up on yourself or give up on your journey, then I promise you, you will get there. And before I leave this live, I do believe that if you find a room for growth, improvements, if you find room to be uncomfortable with what you're doing, then you will get to your goal, and you will get to where you want to be. That's pretty much it for me. I will be back on tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night.